How's it going, everybody? Clint Searcy here, and this video is going to be documenting and kind of chronicling a project from start to finish. We're going to build a Gibson Grabber bass guitar from parts sourced mostly off of eBay, and some of them I'm going to make myself. And I really don't know where we're going to go with this. We might change directions. It might have some modifications. I don't know. All right, so our first part to come in is this 1978 Gibson Grabber body. It's just the body. These were bolt-on basses from Gibson, trying to introduce kind of a less expensive bass guitar and kind of be a little more Fender-like. This body is all maple. The reason it's a good contender for this project is it doesn't have any routes. There's nothing weird going on with it. It has been stripped down. It looks terrible because somebody stripped the old finish, but they never took the bass apart. So under the bridge, under the pickguard, and under the neck plate and all this, it's still black. That's the original black nitrocellulose. So they did that, and then they kind of clear coated it in this weird polyurethane, I guess, sort of crap. I don't really know what I'm going to do for a finish just yet. Stay tuned, and you'll find out by the end of this video what we decide. Hey everybody, got another part for the Grabber project. This is something you kind of have to have if you're building a Gibson Grabber, if you're interested in the whole sliding pickup idea, which I am. This is the body, and this, as you can see, that plate goes under the pickguard, and it fits between the pickguard and the body, and it fits in this little route, and it slides back and forth, and that's what makes the Grabber the Grabber. That's it. That's why it's a Grabber. I got these off of eBay from a lady that has a whole mess of weird Norlin era parts, and she sells them on eBay. So that was cool to have. This is, I believe it's a 1982, which would have been the last year they made the Gibson Grabber neck off of eBay. It's got some water damage. The eBay auction described it as a defretted neck. It had had the frets removed, and it needed the fingerboard refinished, and it had some checking. As you can see, it's got some checking. You know, I don't really mind that. The headstock doesn't look that bad to me. But do you see those streaks on the back? That's more than just wear, that's water damage. The neck is kind of straight, but then again, if you look at these first couple of frets, the divots in them are humongous, where whoever defretted it left the soldering iron on there way too long. So that's a problem. Now, there's a razor blade sticking out of there because I was checking to see if my suspicion was correct. The maple fingerboard is delaminating from the maple neck, so that's going to have to be pulled off and re-glued. It's far from ready to go, and I would not have bid as high as I did on this had I known it were in this bad a shape.
So. Got another part in. I know I said I was going to make pickups for this, but I was able, through the magic of eBay, to track down an original Gibson Grabber pickup. And here's how this works. There's your route. This is why you have such a big route on a Grabber, is because this pickup slides back and forth. And there's the plate. This would all be underneath the pickguard. And then when you want to change the sound of your bass, you just grab the pickup, slide it. Now it's a bridge position. Now it's kind of a mid position. And that's how it goes.
Alright, I got a bunch of new parts in. First of all, I'm going to show you these tuners. These are off of an 80s Gibson Victory bass, which you might think is a strange thing to use for this project. This is a truss rod cover for a Gibson Thunderbird. And the reason we have those two parts is because we also have this part. This is our new neck. You remember all the trouble we had with the Grabber neck? Well, this is the neck off of an Epiphone Blackbird Nicky 6 signature Blackbird bass.
So with this change in direction, set about trying to find the last few pieces of this puzzle. I managed to find an original Gibson Grabber neck plate. Also decided to go with a Gibson Victory bass bridge, which is a really unique and interesting bridge as far as how it's adjusted and everything. These were built by Shaler. When it came to a pickguard, wasn't really happy with what I was finding on eBay. Most everything was just really beat up or cut up. They looked terrible and they were incredibly expensive. So I decided to have the guys over at Chandler custom make a 5-ply pickguard for it. That's the only part so far that we've bought for this project that didn't come off of eBay. And I felt this was pretty important, so it needed to be a good piece made by somebody that knew what they were doing. For a finish, I just decided to go kind of the pawn shop route, just spray paint the whole thing white and do a little bit of a relic job on it to kind of go along with our old beat up hardware. Alright everybody, I thought you might like to see the initial build up of this. Still got a little tweaking to do. The pickup's a little high because I don't have the right pickup height screws to lower it properly. I need to make a saddle for the bridge, and I'm going to end up putting the control system from a Gibson Ripper in here with the Q control that allows you to have a passive mid-cut. Headstock looks cool. Truss rod cover came out really nice. Tuners look good. The holes that are drilled in the headstock are bigger than the posts for the tuning machines, so I had to make a bushing to take up that extra space. I like the finish on this neck a lot. Left it black. Went with some knobs that are kind of fender looking really, but I just thought it went with the rest of the look of the bass. Did a really kind of a light relic job on it just because I wanted it to look like an older bass. I like that. Plays pretty good. I've still got to do a little bit of setup work on it. But for now, here's a little demo of what it sounds like. So I hope you've enjoyed watching this little build up of this bass. Altogether, we've got about a little less than $500 worth of parts in this. Everything was sourced off of eBay except for the pick guard, and pretty happy with it.